Thanks for joining us. New numbers out today show 57.5 million people tuned in to watch Kamala Harris and Donald Trump face off in last night's debate. That early estimate already surpassing viewership of the last presidential debate between Trump and President Biden in June.
So long story short, people are paying attention, and that includes a much younger audience. Ian Russell spoke to young voters today about their votes this November. Ian?
Now, Chris, Lauren, we asked those young voters a very simple question. What did you think of the debate last night? Not only did we find plenty of people that did watch, many say they watched the entire thing, with a lot of them saying they need to be informed as they head into their very first election. Tuning out politics this close to an election can be difficult.
So I actually did watch the whole thing with some of my roommates.
But if you think young voters aren't listening, guess again.
I think what really needed to be done was to bring excitement to voting, which I don't think happened during the debate, especially for the youth vote.
On both the U of M and St. Thomas campuses, we heard from dozens of young voters who all watched last night.
I do think that I'm going to end up voting for Kamala when the election comes around.
From Democrats to Republicans.
I see issues on both sides, and I agree with issues on both sides, but I'd say I lean right.
I would say I'm more towards the right. I think he's generally doing a good job of trying to attack Kamala for his base.
We even heard from the undecided.
I was kind of leaning towards more Trump, but this kind of make me thinking a little bit more about how level-headed the Harris campaign is.
While we spoke to many on all sides, one of the more common answers is that this debate may not impact how people think.
I feel like their views aren't going to change. They are fully towards Trump.
Though some did tell us this could sway voters, especially after the endorsement of one of the biggest artists in the world.
Especially if Trump starts attacking her, are going to react and go, okay, this is it, I'm voting.
Taylor Swift endorsed the Harris Walls campaign last night, though not everyone thought that would cause a swing.
If you're a Hulk Hogan, Harrison Butker, or Kid Rock fan, you're probably already leaning right. And if you're, really swayed by what Steve Kerr or Stephen Curry or Taylor Swift say, you're probably already voting left.
With the young people paying closer attention, they say you should as well.
I think people should do their research on both sides.
Although it was chaotic, there was some of that chaos might sway some people to another side.
On both campuses, we heard back and forth on all of those topics, some thinking Trump won, some saying Kamala won, some telling us this solidified their thoughts, some saying they're now thinking of things a little more critically.